Gweeb, good Martasha Volta, Gumai. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. Hope you're all doing well. God bless each and every one of you. So, we've got a big show for you tonight. We've got two great guests coming on. We've got John Mallaloy, who's organising a protest outside the GPO and going down to the Dáil tomorrow, 12 noon Wednesday. Trying to raise awareness about the homeless crisis in Ireland, 16,000 ethnic Irish people on the streets, immigration, etc. So he'll be joining us. Second of all, actually, it'll be hopefully Declan Moore will be coming on first here now in just a second. He's organising this protest in Sligo town this coming Saturday, 3 p.m. to oppose this mega iPass centre. All right, so just to what's going to be a good idea? Let me play Declan's video first, right? Just to give you a bit of a backstory of where we are. What's happening in Sligo? Just give me 2 seconds to find his video right on social media. So he's the organizer of the protest. It's this coming Saturday at 3 p.m. Sligo Town, Queen Maeve's Square in Sligo Town. So he'll be bringing. I'll bring him on in just a second, right? But before we play anything, right? Let's say our large prayer as Gaeilge, and then we'll get into tonight's action, all right? So please join us. Nanya Manahar agus a bheith agus spread níomh amen. Ar neahar atar now, go nífer daniam, go dadid the rate, go nyantar do a holler an talamh mar yantar now. Ar nar na hul tur do nu, agus mai do nar fecta, mar a waihamaj ar vecta na fian, ag na leg sin a gahu, ag sir sin a ulk amen. Nanya Manahar agus a bheith agus spread níomh amen. Alright everybody, welcome to tonight's show. How are we all doing? Let me know in the live chat where you're all from. Any questions, please let me know. John, so I know you're in the live chat there. We're going to call Declan first, have him on for 10 minutes, and then have you on second, or it doesn't really matter. We'll see, Look, I've told kind of Declan he's coming on first. If that's alright, it doesn't really make much difference. So I welcome to the live chat, everybody. Thank you, Sean, Catherine. Who else is there? Who else is moderating there? Let me go to the live chat here. Who else is there? Raynham, thanks for moderating as well. John Barry, what about you? Riz says he's from Ballymena. John, good to see you. And Galway, it's me, Cynthia. Who else is in there? Poke, Patrick, or Patriotic Irish Mommy, Siobhan, McNamee, Leslie, how we doing? Siobhan, Michael, good to see you. And again, okay, good to see so many people in the live chat. If you're new to the show, please subscribe, share these videos with all your friends and family. Let's get the message out there. We're live streaming at least 3, probably 4 times a week now. We'll be live tomorrow from the GPO, 12 o'clock, covering John's protest. We'll also be live this coming Saturday down Sligo, 3 p.m. So make sure you tune in. Now let's play. Let me get Declan's clip here, right? He put a good video up here. Like, let's play this, right? Because it is quite important. Just to give you a bit of a backstory about what's happening, right, down in County Sligo town. Let's play this clip right from Declan.
Morning all. This is just a weekly update here now on the mega iPass centre here in Sligo. Now unfortunately you can't see through it anymore with this big building now on the side. But to anyone that hasn't seen the previous videos, there's going to be 5 of these buildings which are roughly about 5 to 6 stories high, all with about 4 apartments on each floor, and there's about 5 of them. So there's going to be about over 100 apartments being made here, and they're going to be having their own leisure centre, and they're going to have their own little playing area, and on top of that a 270 car park, which is wild. I didn't know how people, having seeking international protection, are able to afford cars, but sure it is. But this is what we're dealing with. Instead of giving the resources to our students and our homeless, they're building entire communities for these people that has contributed nothing. And yet we have people up and down the country, people like Sean Meehan and all these other ones who are getting punished and penalised because they decided to build a home on their own land, and they're getting terrorised with prison and everything, and yet they are building entire communities for these people. It's wild, like.
So that was Declan there from Sligo town. A mega iPass centre being built. We need to stop it. We'll be down there this coming Saturday, 3 p.m. So look, let me give a call here now to Declan. Hopefully he'll answer and all that. I was speaking to him earlier, so we should be all right.
All right, Niall.
Declan, how are we doing? We're live here now. Good man yourself. Thanks for joining us.
Ah, no worries at all now. How's things?
I'm doing well. So I don't know if I call you John. I was meant to call you Declan. Because I'm bringing John Mallaloy on after you, so I got a bit confused there. So we're joined by Declan Moore, who's living in Sligo town, and you're organising a protest this coming Saturday, 3 p.m, Queen Maeve Square in Sligo town. What are we opposing here, Declan? Just tell us about it, or now.
So we're going to be opposing quite a few things. So we mainly with the whole situation with these iPass centres, and the main reason why we want to oppose that is because we were meant to have social housing built for the people of Sligo, and it got cancelled within a couple of days because of the lack of funding. And then there's just been situations unfolding in town as well. It's just becoming to a stage where it's just unacceptable, and just people are suffering. So we've all decided, we need our voices to be heard. So that's, as you said there with the details with Queen Maeve, like we're going to gather there and we're going to discuss everything on that day. But we're going to be discussing things with like the cost of living crisis, the lack of control with the border, the housing crisis, and then whatever else anyone wants to bring up. Like,
That sounds good to me, Declan. So I suppose I would encourage everybody, if you're in the area, no matter where you're from in Ireland, you can get down to Sligo this coming Saturday, 19th of July, 3 p.m, Queen Maeve Square. I'm assuming there's going to be some speakers, maybe. Are you going to do a march through the town? What have you got planned for us anyway, Declan?
yeah, so on the day we'll have, well, firstly we'll meet in the square, and then once everyone has gathered in that there, we're hoping to march through the town then and end up in City Hall, and there will be where people will have the chance to speak, and then there's a few individuals that will be assigned to speak as well that have asked and reached out if they can speak at the event. So we have a former a Garda whistleblower that will be speaking, and we have a few other locals. And then after that, if whoever is attending the protest that has something on their chest or something that needs to be heard, they'll be more welcome to speak then.
Brilliant. No, that sounds good. And how's your preparations going for this protest? Are you out there on the streets? Like, I know you have a Facebook page too, Sligo Says No, or Sligo Community Watch, something like that, isn't it, Devon?
Yeah, so we set up a Facebook page called Sligo Community Watchdogs, and we've been getting a good number of members, and our content's been getting good numbers. But we also have an event on Facebook set up that will remind people about Saturday, but we're also doing it with word of mouth. Like, we're going around town speaking to people about it, telling people, and then also putting posters up around the town just in case people aren't on social media or they've somehow not come across it. So we're trying to advertise it in every way we can, but there seems to be a good reception of it so far.
That is great. So just a question with the posters: have you put them up already, or are they up, and are they staying up?
They seem to be staying up. They do. I went past them there today, and there's still a few about now. What we're doing is we're kind of putting in areas that's like not completely the town centre, because it is kind of like becoming the talk of the town. So we're doing it around just outside the town, just so everyone can see it. But they don't seem to be being taken down or nothing. Like, and these areas have a high volume of people passing through.
That's
So
great, and the signs are visible for the people and all that.
yeah,
It's easy to
they're,
read.
they're there. It's small and sweet. Like, people know the crack with what's going on. Like, so it's just the information's on them, and then the Facebook page is on it as well in case they want more information on that.
Good stuff. And have you spoken to any local businessmen? No, you don't name them, of course, but no, what? Any interactions, or have you got any support from them?
I have had one interaction with the business owner. They recognized me. but yeah, they seemed very hopeful about it, and they did say that they'll be joining us, them and their some of their employees as well.
Oh,
So
that's
there's
good
only
to
been the
hear.
one. Yeah, no, it is. It's good to hear now. So we've had the one, but then there's been a few others who have also had one or two as well. That's spoken to them about it. So people know about it now. It's just hope, it's just getting everyone together now and showing them like.
Excellent stuff, Declan. And I suppose what's the response from the general public? You know, you're walking around town, you're chatting to people. Are people aware? Like, it's a good question, I suppose, because I was on your Facebook there, and some people were like, they didn't know where this building was. Like, are people, I suppose, are aware of what's happening regarding this iPass center?
No, they definitely do because like when you're over at it's next door to the Mercy College, and the Mercy College is an all girls school. So nearly every parent and there's a primary school next to the Mercy, and then there's a creche down the road. So like all the parents see it, and Dunn's Stores is right next to it. So
All right,
the
so
people that
just
might
just
be in
to
it
go
mustn't be
just to go back there.
surprised.
So there's an all girls school. How many and how close? Can you just describe more in detail about schools in the vicinity, like, and how close are they to this proposed iPad center?
A gate.
Sorry.
There's a fence. That's the only thing that separates that from the
Oh,
the uh
so
the
they're
other
next
female
door.
school. Yes, next door. Like it look like because the buildings are a couple stories high, it looks into the school. Like
Right. Okay. So, and how many is secondary school for the girls?
it. Yeah, it's an all girls secondary school.
Okay. So all girls secondary school next door, and you mentioned a crash too close by.
Yeah, it'd be like a creche slash community center. Like there'll be like like dance classes or workshops that would happen in it, but that's just down the road from it. Like you'd come out the gate and it's about a 10-second drive down the street. Like,
Right.
like it's walking distance. Like you walk
Yeah.
out the gate and you see it.
And there's
And
a
then there's
primary school too.
there's a primary school. Oh geez, the name has just left my head. I think it's St. Owen's School. That's a primary school, and it's only separated by a road and a wall. And then, but then another 3-4 minute walk down the road from that, there is another school, another primary school, the Sligo Project School.
Right. Okay. So two primary schools, an all girls secondary school, and a crash.
Yeah. So like it is located in a very, it's located in a concerning area. Now it's an extension to the Globe House, it has been used as a iPass center for quite some time, like even before all this crack had happened. Like, and you know, there was never an issue with it. All the people that used to come through it and they were brilliant. They integrated. A lot of them, there's ones that have went on to work great jobs and open businesses in the town as well. So it was brand for a long time, and then just once this huge influx has happened, that's when they had that extension cleared uh, um, a few years ago, so they knew there was going to be an influx coming before it even happened, which was I thought it was a bit odd how they kind of knew in a sense. But see, the thing that really is breaking people's heart about the situation is the other situation that I stated at the start was we were meant to get a couple dozen of social housing built in the town, which would have been a huge help. We have a lot of people that are stuck on lists and that there. Like I know someone personally that she's jumping through hoops and all of this here just to get an interview. And I mean, they cut the grass, they put a bit of dirt down, and then it was all cancelled. Now, that wasn't the only one. I think there was a couple around the country uh, that got cut. Essentially, they just said that we didn't have the funds. But then you're seeing these other things happening, and it's like, well, why do you have the funds for that? But that hair has been scrapped, and that's something that is really needed. Like, so, like, it's just fucking, it's heartbreaking, and like, so.
Aye, that is sounds like heartbreaking, right? Like where can they can find billions and billions of euro to house migrants in iPass centres. They can find money for all sorts of things, but they can't afford to put up some houses, social housing in Sligo town. No, it's an absolute disgrace.
Mhm.
The government really need to get their priorities right here. Look,
They really
I'll
do.
not keep you much longer, Declan. So, what's your final message now? Let's kind of rally the troops now for this coming Saturday, 3 p.m. Sligo Town, Queen Maeve Square, 3 p.m. Make sure everybody get out there, bring your flags. We'll be going down there bringing flags, banners, placards, signs, etc., helping the good people of Sligo. So, what's your final thoughts are now, Declan?
Yeah, so whoever's listening and that there, if you can attend, please do, because even in the town in the last couple of days, like we had situations where girls were assaulted and that there. So things are changing rapidly, and if we don't actually take a stand this weekend, it could be too late because it is already so far in. So like if you really want to see a change, please come down on the 19th in Queen Maeve's at 3 and let your voice be heard, because if we don't let it be heard now, we may be silent for it forever, like. So
Yeah, 100%. Are you able to elaborate on girls getting assaulted in the town?
well, there was words there the other night that up at where was it? It was near a car park in the town centre where there was this fella going around trying to grab people, these girls, because the girls ran down to some security guards or some men, and they told them to go away, and the guards eventually lifted them. But she did say they were foreign. Now they didn't say which ethnicity, but they just said they weren't Irish, and they were all shook. And it happened to two girls in the one night. Now luckily they got the description of the car and reg, and the guards did get a hold of them, like. But then it's a bit shocking in that there, like it's just happening so quickly, and if we don't kind of take a stand now, I say more of these things are going to happen, and even more, it's just going to transpire into more issues, because even with just housing and that, because if you fill something up long enough, it will eventually explode, and that's just looking at it in a common sense side. So, but then there's words now, it's only allegedly that this might be, but the individuals that caused the trouble in Ballymena with the whole the assault on the young girls, there's word that they have actually been moved to Sligo. Now there was only word about that. We don't know how true it is, but no one has countered it either, saying that, oh, it's not. No one has came out to say it's not true. So I mean, if that's the type of people we're having being put into these places, like we really do need to take a stand now, because we're going to end up losing everything.
Wow, that is like those are obviously just rumors at the minute. Do you mind who is saying this? Has any councillors, anybody come out and confirmed or
No,
denied
it
this?
wasn't. No, there was no councillors or nothing that came out and stated anything. Now they did have a meeting there at the weekend about housing for all or something. This kind of crack, trying to explain themselves, but someone that was there said that there was only 6 people that showed up, so people aren't even interested in what they have to say either. Like.
Right. Wow. I can't believe the. This is what the rumors are. The Roma gypsies that sexually assaulted those girls in Ballymena have been moved into Sligo town now.
Yeah, so if that does stand corrected, it's just showing now how, they're even bringing people down the north. Now, there's a friend of ours who did a great article on that iPass centre that's actually getting done. You can see it on the Facebook page. It's called Blurred Borders. It's by Tracy Lawn. And you can see that on the Facebook page, and it's a great read. So if you want more information about everything, it'd be definitely a go-to.
100%, Declan. Thanks so much. I'll check that out later on tonight. When everybody's gone to bed, I'll have a read of that myself. Look, thanks so much for coming on, Declan. We'll see you Saturday, 3 p.m. Make sure everybody get out there, support Declan, support the people of Sligo. We all need to come together now. This is our country, and we almost support all these other towns that are facing, these migrant IPAS centres and facing austerity, right? So get out there at 3 p.m. That's coming Saturday, Queen Maeve's Square, Sligo Town, alright? So thanks very much again, Declan. We'll see you Saturday.
Thank you now. Thank you for having us on, and see you at the weekend.
See you the weekend. Good man. Bye. Okay, everybody, that was Declan Moore there from County Sligo. Well done to him for the bravery, for organising this protest. Very, very grateful for you coming on, Declan. I'm very grateful for you organising this protest in the first place. So what do you make of that information? Declan dropped some bombshells there, truth bombs, about young girls getting followed and whatnot, intimidated by foreign men in the town of Sligo, and then there's rumours in the streets of Sligo that the migrants from Ballymena have been moved down to Sligo. Wow. So there we go. Right, look, thanks so much for joining, everybody. If you're new to the show, please subscribe, share these videos with all your friends and family. Very, very important to get the message out there by sharing, subscribing. Like, it's the very least you can do. It costs you absolutely nothing. And as I said already, we're going down to County Sligo, Sligo Town this Saturday. We'll be bringing hundreds of flags. We'll be giving out flags. We'll be bringing the banner. We'll be bringing the signs. We'll be doing live streams, pre-recorded interviews, trying to raise as much awareness about this as possible. And if you want to support our work, you can do so. But if you can't afford it, that's all right as well. But if you can afford, a €10 tip-in to support our flag fund, for example, we hand out hundreds of flags. It was €3 flag for us with the bamboo cane, the flag, etc. We want to keep doing this at all the protests. We were in Roscommon there just over a week ago. We were in RD, Carrickmacross, Castleblaney, Bundoran, etc., etc. We've been all over the country. We want to keep supporting these protests, but we need your support. If you want to chip into our flag fund, help us pay for flags, banners, signs, placards, etc., scroll down below the video, click the link in the description, click in or chip into our flag fund now. A €10 donation will put 3 flags at the hands of Irish nationalists. If you're very generous and want to chip in €100, that will put 35 flags into the hands of Irish nationalists. So scroll down below the video in the description, chip into our flag fund now. And before we bring John on, we're going to just talk about the membership as well. Other ways you can support our work is joining our political movement, Shield and Hearn, Ireland's fastest growing Christian nationalist movement, and the whole island of Ireland. We're spearheading the fight back against mass immigration. So this is what you get if you join as a member. This beautiful membership box, this beautiful membership badge here is absolutely beautiful. Designed it myself. The Who We Are booklet. You get this in the membership box as well. The frame proclamation. You can hang it up on the wall. And you get the Irish tricolour flag with the membership and the membership card. That's all in the membership box, membership package. You can join from anywhere in the world: Ireland, UK, Canada, America, Australia. Join from anywhere in the world by joining. You're supporting our work. And we're actually going to start we've been discussing this internally, maybe doing a live stream or maybe a Zoom call once a month for all our members who wants to maybe have got some ideas or want to discuss what's happened in Ireland. No exclusive Zoom call or maybe a live stream. We haven't figured it out yet, just for members, right? So if you join as a member, you'll get them exclusive perks. So scroll down below the video in the description or pin to the comment and join as a member now. Support our work. Okay, let's bring on Mr. John Mallaloy now. I'm hoping I didn't get to do a test call with him, so let's hope this just magically works. If not, we can just do an audio call. So let's just try a video call here now and see how it goes. Hopefully just this magically, John has everything set up. It's ringing now anyway. Oh, there we go. It's not too bad actually. Good man, John. How are we doing? Aye, not bad. Just let me set this up here. People can't hear you yet. That's alright. You don't need to see me personally. But right. Let me. I just hold. See, can you hold the phone steady there because you're moving around a good bit. I'm trying to make this professional here, John. I'm trying to get you centered on the screen. Oh, jeez, I'm moving everything around here. Hold on. Just give me a second here, John. Pull you down into the middle of the screen. There now. If you can keep that phone as steady as you can. Okay, John. Everyone. Sorry, I didn't. You're unmuted now. So we're joined by John Mallaloy. You're organising a protest tomorrow, Wednesday, from the GPO. John, introduce yourself and what's happening tomorrow.
Good evening, everybody. How you doing? Fellow Donegal chap here. My name is John Mallaloy. Probably some people here would know me from protests that I organised down in Athlone where we went through barriers, protests up in Knock where we were trying to stop IPAS and all that goes along with that. And fair play to that young lad from Sligo. We were in Sligo there a few weeks ago, myself and John Callan, and we actually did a video on the proposed IPAS. And my God, it's a huge structure. And it's not just as a structure, it's actually poured concrete. This thing is built like a fortress, and as that young man there says, It's just a fence between itself and the actual all-girls school. It's the usual rhetoric with all these. Um, Same down in Kilrush in County Clare, same on Athlone, and so on and so on and so on. It's an invasion, folks. It's that simple. It's that straightforward. There's no glossing this picture. It's an invasion on the Irish people, and we've been pushed way down the ladder. Basically, we're being replaced, and it's that simple. Anyway, going forward, but I would say to everybody, I will be there Saturday. I have some of the flags here, as you know, and we'll bring them all into Sligo on Saturday. Give this man support, not just him, but give all of Sligo support, because Sligo's a lovely little town, and it's been pushed. It's been pushed to its brink at this stage. Anyway, going forward to tomorrow. Tomorrow we have, and for this last 5 or 6 weeks, we've been pushing this. Tomorrow we have a rally. We have a rally in Dublin with a slight difference. And the difference being that this has been organised by grassroots. Normal people like Niall, myself, and probably everybody listening on this channel, who are worried about what's going on in their own local community and in their own local town, village, and county, and what's being pushed into it. Not just that, but the amount of homelessness that suddenly it's gone up every day of the week, and this has been caused by all these people coming into this country. They've been put first. The Irish have been put way down the line. So tomorrow we're gathering at the GPO, and we're taking it from there in a rally directly to the Dáil. Now, the Dáil is still open and will be open till Thursday at 5 o'clock. Why am I saying this? Well, basically, we're actually camping out overnight at the Dáil for a few reasons. One is to highlight the 1,600 that's out there that are homeless, to highlight the homeless that are not even mentioned about, the ones that are couch surfing and all that goes along there. Also, on top of that, there are a huge amount of people in this country that are waiting on social housing, and they are being forgotten about. They're been 10 or 15 years waiting on social housing, and by the looks of things, they're going to be another 10 or 15 years because they've been pushed down the line, because these people that are coming in are being offered the housing, as was mentioned by the guest before me. So we're camping overnight to highlight all that, and also on the Thursday morning, we will be up bright and early, and we will be greeting the people going into the Dáil, the parasites, as I call them. Now, we won't be greeting them with a handshake. We'll be greeting them with a closed fist to show them that the Irish people have had, now at this stage, we've had enough. And revolution is in the air. And the government that's in there they're literally pissing, to put a very blunt word on it. They're urinating on the Irish people. And we are saying enough is enough, no more. Get out of the door, get out of there. We don't want you there. We're not having you there. You're going off on your summer holidays, and you don't give a damn about any of us, or the people that are homeless, or whatever the case would be. You know, I hear reports every day of the week of some make, shape, form, or description about these people that are coming into this country. Even last night in Dublin, that stabbing in Dublin with that poor young lad, he's literally clinging on. Now, he is clinging on. He hasn't passed, thank God. He's clinging on to life at the minute because some coloured person on a scooter came along and slashed a few of them, in particular this young man. Issues like that are coming in every day of the week. And I'm not highlighting that, but I'm just saying in general. So we have to, as a people, get up off the couch, get out and support our flag, support our tricolour. In doing so, that is supporting our country, it's supporting our neighbours, our friends, our community, and everybody involved. We have to. It's time. The time is now.
Good man, John. So you're meeting up tomorrow at the GPO 12 p.m. and you're heading down to the Doll to camp overnight. And no, I just want to say that I don't promote any violence. I hope there's no violence to this protest, John. You just saying that I don't want any violence or promotion of any violence on the show.
Well, obviously, this is a grassroots movement, non-political grassroots movement. No violence, obviously, that's a given. But at the same time, we have to show our intent by standing solid and standing firm against the regime and against the parasites that are in there, without laying, we're allowed to protest without arms, but people are getting very itchy and people are getting very frustrated. So at least with this particular rally, there is an end goal. Not just in this one, but we have already announced it publicly that we will have another rally in September, and definitely one on budget day, where we're actually going to try our level best. That's with the help of every good citizen in this country. Our level best to have 100,000 people at the Dáil on budget day to stop them getting in to introduce a budget, which in this case, this budget this time round, they have said that they are not giving any more money towards the elderly. They are not giving any money towards fuel allowances and all that. Straight away, red flag.
Right, good stuff. You're on the ground again, John. No real political action here. So I encourage everybody to get out there tomorrow at 12 p.m. We'll be down there covering, and we'll be doing a live stream highlighting the homelessness crisis. And is there anything else? Go on ahead, John.
Can I just say, Niall, if people can't make it tomorrow, and I hope they will, but if they can't make it tomorrow for 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock at the GPO, come tomorrow evening to the Dáil. Support the people that are actually in the tents overnight. Support them. Or if you can't make that, come the next morning and support them then. There is no excuse at this stage because it's a 2-day event. Hence the reason why we've done it this way, that everybody, even if it's just for an hour, come and support if you can.
Good stuff, absolutely. Yeah. We need everybody on board, many people out in the streets as possible. Look, John, I don't know if there's anything else I need to say. We'll be down there tomorrow live streaming. We'll be broadcasting it live.
Just one last thing to everybody. Tom Moran, for anybody that knows Tom Moran is a gentleman over in Mayo. He's 85 years of age. He's a solid Irish patriot, always has been here through the Land League and all that goes with that. And Tom is actually going to be speaking before anybody else, before myself, before everybody. We're giving him that credence of that because he's such a solid gentleman. There's also a presentation to Tom on the day as well. It's just showing the young people that the old people are very important to us, and the older people are showing that the young people are very important. So there's a whole cross section of people at this.
Excellent. I'll look forward to hearing from Tom. Hopefully we'll get a good crowd out tomorrow, and I wish you all the best. John, thanks very much for coming on.
God bless everybody listening here, and God bless you, my dear friend. And look, Aaron Gabra.
Aaron Gabra. John, thanks very much for coming on. So get out there tomorrow, 12 o'clock noon, and we'll see you tomorrow, John. Good man.
Thank you.
God bless.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Okay, everybody, that was John Mallaloy there. Thank you, John, for coming on. Greatly appreciated for giving us your time. Let me know in the live chat what you think. Any questions, please let me know. Much love from Maryland, USA, says Poppy. Dublin, the Dáil, says Brenda. Good man, John. Fair play, brother, says John Barry. Cheers, John Mallaloy, says Catherine. Great Irishman, says Oxford Advocate. The Gale is not for sale, says Michael Bailey. Yeah, that's one of our signs. The Gale is not for sale. Okay, everybody, how are we all doing now? So I've got some news. I want to get some news articles, news stories done as well, right? So there's a breaking story coming out of Donegal tonight. We're going to discuss. Let's see here now. Can I maximize this? Okay. So here we have, I believe, an Indian gentleman who was caught trying to meet an underage girl, travelled all the way from Dublin down to Letterkenny, County Donegal. This thing just happened tonight there. Let's see what he has to say for himself.
Can you tell me what age this child is that you're talking to?
13, but I don't believe the chats because like...
What is the... Can you confirm, is that the child you're speaking to?
Yeah.
Okay. 13 and you're 24. What business have you got meeting a 13-year-old child? What's the legal age of consent?
I was just looking for friends to...
So you go skinny dipping with friends? You rented it. I'm sorry you think this is funny. You think this is funny. It's not a bit funny. You're going to rape a 13-year-old.
No, I wasn't going to rape her.
You
No.
told this 13-year-old you were bringing condoms here to go to the Airbnb. You asked her to bring a lighter to light the candles, to bring snacks with her for your Airbnb tonight. You would take her skinny dipping to the beach. You asked her, could you take her skinny dipping to the beach? Is that true or not?
That's something which I want to do, but...
With a 13, you wanted to do that with a 13-year-old baby?
No.
A baby. Someone else. She is a baby.
There we go. That man, and I believe an Indian man, travelled all the way from Dublin down to Donegal, Letterkenny, to meet a 13-year-old girl to go skinny dipping. Hey? This is the type of people that we're bringing into the country. And if I had to bet, this man is here legally, didn't break any laws, probably comes on a work visa, because there's probably 2,000 Indians coming into Ireland every single month. So this is the type of people, this is the type of culture we're importing here. That's why it's important to raise awareness about what's happening in Ireland, what's happening what's happening to our children, the type of people who are preying on our children. Ireland is not safe any longer. Share these videos with all your friends and family. Share them to your friends, your WhatsApp groups, Facebook groups. Let's get the message out there. Let's keep raising awareness about what's happening in Ireland. What do you think in the live chat? Please let me know. What's your opinion? That was a breaking story there. Just when was that happening? That happened happened an hour ago. That happened 1 hour ago live. So that's the beauty of technology. If we use it correctly, we can raise awareness very quickly about what's happening in our country. But it doesn't matter like if his iPass are illegal or legal. Like they shouldn't be here anyway. You know what I mean? Shouldn't be in the country anyway. Any questions to live chat? Please let me know, everybody. My God, watch your kids, says Brenda. Absolutely. Blood's boiling, says Catherine. They should be deported immediately. Absolutely. They'll probably just get a slap in the wrist. Ireland really doesn't carry out any deportations. This is the problem as well. Ireland doesn't have a deportation unit like they do in America with ICE. We asked foreign criminals to self-deport. We send them a letter in the post. And, they're asking, can you please leave our country? You've broken the law. Can you please leave the country? Can you ever heard anything like it? You know what I mean? Alright, okay. So, we've actually a good few more videos to cover here. I want to discuss what's happening in the rest of Ireland. Let me see what else have I got for story for you here now. Okay, so let's discuss this. Actually, this is a very important video. Okay. Let me get this clip ready for you here now, right? So here we have who's this here? Former Irish Taoiseach Leo Varadkar says we need black and brown school principals and judges. Those of you who thinks the issue is illegal immigration need to wise up. It's about replacing the Irish people.
One thing I strongly agree with the Deputy on is the need to set a target to have a number of people from ethnic minorities in areas of the public service. We have a health service that's very diverse, although less so as you go up towards the senior positions, not so much in the Gardaí, not so much in the Defence Forces, not so much in the education sector, as the Deputy mentioned, not at all in the civil service, which is very white, including the Department of Equality, for example, and that actually needs to change. So we need to have, I think, a target for people who come from ethnic minority backgrounds, but also dedicated recruitment campaigns to encourage people, because we do need a generation of young people growing up in Ireland who are people of colour to see black and brown school principals, judges, Keane Corla perhaps in the future. Who knows? Visibility and opportunity.
Are you starting to get it now? This is population replacement. This is the walk through the institutions, the Gardaí, the police force, education system, civil service, defence forces. They're too white and Irish. We need to diversify them. You heard it from the horse's mouth himself, the leader of Ireland. This is about replacing you, John and Mary, Irish man, Irish woman. You are being replaced in your own country. And that's why it's essential to share all these videos with all your friends and family. Let's get the message out there. We need to get to the people who are not really aware about what's happening. They don't agree with mass immigration, but they're not seeing these clips here. They're not showing this on RTE. They're not showing it on BBC. They're not showing it on mainstream media. That's why it's your duty. You understand what's happening. If you're awake, you understand what's going on. That's why you need to share these videos. Get them out there. Share them on Facebook, WhatsApp, Twitter, Instagram, wherever you need to share them, get them out there. TikTok, get the message out there. Share it. Everyone share it now, okay? Let's get the message out there. Let's keep waking up the Irish people before it's too late. What do you think in the live chat? Please let me know. It's infuriating because the Irish regime released an anti-racist national action plan, a walk through all the institutions to diversify all our institutions like the Gardaí, the police force, the health service, you name it, civil service, the Department of Equality, you name it, they're going for us. Michael Bailey says, I support Sheila Nairn. Thanks very much, Michael. I appreciate your support. I hope you remember. And as I was saying already, we're going out to Sligo this coming Saturday. We need all the support we can get. So we'll be bringing down hundreds of flags. We'll be bringing down the Ireland is Full banner. We'll be bringing down about 20 to 30 of them signs. Each sign costs us €10. The flags cost us €3. The banner probably costs us €100 plus delivery. You're chatting, depends on the postage because it can be expensive to post in big banners. You're chatting €140, €150. So if you want to support our work, you can chip into our flag fund. Scroll down below the video in the description. Chip into our flag fund now. We give all these stuff out for free. We handed our newspaper for free as well. 15 cents per newspaper. We want to keep doing this. We want to keep helping all the protests all over Ireland. If you follow our channel, you know we're putting boots on the ground. We were in Roscommon there just over a week ago. We were in Ardee, Carrickmacross. We were in Drogheda. We were in Dundalk. We were in Castleblaney. We were in Bundoran. We're coming down to Sligo this coming Saturday, 3 p.m. So if you want to chip into our flag fund, help us get banners, signs, placards, flags, newspapers, scroll down below the video. Support our flag fund now. Chip in the description or pin to the comment section. Support our work, okay? We would really, really appreciate it. We can't do this without you. We rely on your support. Okay, well, what's everybody saying in the live chat? Please let me know any questions. Just get them in there. Let me go to the live chat. Sick of all this divide, says Kathy. I don't know. We're not pushing any divide on this channel. We're not doing any bitching or bickering or airing dirty laundry in public. We just get on with our mission. That's what we do. Okay, look, we've another article to discuss here now, right? This is coming from Donegal. Okay. So this is a story from County Donegal. Foreign national kicks Garda in the balls. Jana Mallaloy doesn't explain where she's from, is charged with kicking Garda in the crotch during a raid on her home in Letterkenny. No info on the raid provided. Also charged with theft of an engagement ring from Mount Errigal Hotel, adjourned until November. There's a picture of her there. What else? Where is she from? Why were the Gardaí raiding her house? Where does she reside now? When did she enter the state? Where are all the local journalists? It takes a lad from Donegal there on Twitter to ask the serious questions. You know what I mean? And this woman is from Eastern Europe. I don't know where she's from. That's why I'm quite highly critical of immigration also from Eastern Europe. They are not sending our best. Now, I'm not saying every single Polish or Slovakian or whatever are bad news. Would I rather live next door to a Coolock or a Somalian? Of course, I pick the Coolock every single day. I've nothing against Eastern Europeans. Like, we're white people at the end of the day, but like, I'm an ethno-nationalist. I support Irish nationalism. I want an ethnic Irish Ireland. But because we're members of the European Union, we have open borders. If you're a member of the European Union, you can travel to any country within the member states of the European Union. Open, free movement of people, it's called. And they're not setting our best anyway either. And the Irish regime they cannot do any background checks on these criminals that are coming into Ireland. We're seeing many cases of Eastern Europeans coming into Ireland, killing people, killing Irish people. So I say close borders to everybody. Close the borders until we do an audit about who's here in Ireland, and figure out what the hell's going on in Ireland. That's what we really need to do. So anyway, look, share these videos with all your friends and family. Let's try to raise awareness about what's happening in Ireland, how we've opened borders and membership of the European Union. As a nail in the coffin for Ireland. We need to get out of the EU. We need sovereignty back. We've given up one foreign empire, the British regime, the British colonialists, for another form of colonialist. I can't even pronounce that. For example, the European Union, one foreign power for another foreign power. So share these videos with your friends and family. Let's get the message out there, everybody. Right? Okay, got a bit tongue twisted there, but these things happen, isn't it? I'm not a polished politician. I'm a sheep farmer from Castlefin, Tyrconnell, County Donegal. Okay. She looks like a Roma. Very possible. Very possible. Slavic Roma. Yeah, that fits the bill, doesn't it? Well, this is the thing. This is the thing. Okay, we've another article here to talk about. Another wee video to show you. So welcome to the show, everybody. If you're new, please subscribe, share these videos with all your friends and family. Let's get the message out there. We've got another wee clip for you here, right? This time from Coolock. So this is, coming in from Coolock. Locals were out in force again after it was revealed housing that was promised to elderly Irish people may in fact go to migrants. The foreign security just adds insult to injury. Irish houses for Irish people only.
Next one was the sanctuary. But the default system started with each one of all the different areas. There's a lot of here that have been here from the start. Yesterday we got a couple of phone calls and a couple of members were approached and some emails were sent in to us about these facilities. Now these facilities, we have emailed these and all our new builds in Coolock. Let the government, TDs and councillors and any of the housing sections, housing for all that we are not accepting any economic migrants, no matter how you get speeded up through the system, put across Irish into any facilities. Now yesterday we came up.
So there you go, that's in Coolock there, County Dublin. They stopped the Crown Paints building, turning it into an iPass centre, and now they're out in force again, Let's hope they can oppose this new plantation that seems to be happening in Coolock. We stand with the people of Coolock once again. And, it's just an absolute onslaught in Ireland with this mass immigration. Every single village, town, and city in Ireland is earmarked for plantation. And it's not only a plantation, it's a complete, utter invasion of our country. The Irish are quickly becoming a minority within our own country. Within the next 10 to 15 years, if you do the mathematics, probably less than 10 years, we will be a minority. Not only will we be a minority, we will be a despised minority. So put that into your brain. Figure out what it's going to be like when you're a despised minority. Come on, people, waking up here. Share these videos with all your friends and family. Let's get the message out there. Share them in these videos, WhatsApp groups, Facebook groups. Share them out via email. Send it to your mother, your father, your brother, sister. The very least you can do is share it out there. Reshare it on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, etc. The very least you can do is share these videos. It helps people become aware about what's happening. We are the new media here. Let's boycott RTE and support online content creators like ourselves who are trying to raise awareness about what's happening, right? So share these videos. Let's get the message out there. What do you think in the live chat? What's your opinion about what's happening in Ireland? Let me go to the live chat. That's disgusting. The aging Irish people have worked all their lives and deserve to be in a safe place as they grow weaker and older, says Kate Reid. You're absolutely right, Kate. Thank you, Niall, says Maria. I read that in 10 years Ireland will be black, says Justine. Well, you're not far wrong. It's never ending and everywhere, says Susan. Yeah, you're right there, Susan. It is. It's just everywhere. It's an onslaught. Housing to import lease, nearly all given to Indians, all here legally. Zero says excellent interview with Rick. Now, yeah, I did an interview today with Rick Munn from what do you call him? What's the name of his channel? God, for me, it's gone into my head. No Rest, No Reward. Sorry. So I had a good interview with him. So I go and check out my interview with No Rest, No Reward there. So everybody subscribe if you're new to the show. Please, get the message out there. Share these videos with all your friends and family. The very least you could do. All right. And as I was saying already, we're going down to County Sligo town this Saturday to hand out flags, banners, placards to this big protest to oppose this IPA centre. If you want to chip into our flag fund, you can do so by clicking the link in the description or pinned to the comment section. €10 per 3 flags at the hands of Irish nationalists. If you want to chip in more, a very generous donation of €100 with 35 flags in the hands of Irish nationalists. We rely on your support. We're not funded by the state. We're not funded by NGOs. We rely on your support. So scroll down below the video in the description, or why not join as a member? You can join from anywhere in the world. Shielding the Heron, Ireland's fastest growing Christian nationalist movement. I'm the leader, Niall McConnell, and this is the badge you will get. You'll get a beautiful box, the Who We Are booklet. You'll get this framed proclamation, and you will also get this Irish tricolour flag in the membership box and this membership badge as well. So join from anywhere in the world. Scroll down below the video in the description. Join as a member now. Support our work. It helps us continue to do what we're doing, fighting back against this mass immigration invasion. Okay, everybody, that's it for me tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll be live probably Thursday at 8 p.m. again, so make sure you tune in. Alright, everybody, that's it for me tonight. God bless you, and we'll see you all again Thursday. God bless us all. Aaron Gobra.